way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. 2nd down and inches. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
218, chop it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. McSorley to Michelle on the screen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
McSorley from the shotgun. Going deep this time for Miller. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On second down now, it's Henry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. This one complete to Smith. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point put through by Sucker, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Down to 60 or 80 weapons.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Switch. Hey, Delta. Mark 55. Hey, they're scared. 55, let's go.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. And he gets it to Funchess complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Let's go.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I got you. 6-6, pull it high. Watch the defense.
Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Titans. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Extra point try now for Succop.
Wow.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2.
Oh, my
take
goodness.
it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Now! Topper! 55 is mine, guys, 55.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Finish strong. Yeah, go.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, set.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Right there. Ready.
On 2nd and 11 now. McSorley nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
54. Mike 54. Smith. That's what I do.
They go play action now with McSorley. Going up top for Miller. Ball had it in the air, and now it's intercepted.
He got bumped from about 30 yards down the field, bro. Like, give me a fucking break.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They've played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lewis here on 1st down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise,
pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. That's a what? Jet! Mike's 54. Mike's 54. And what's that? And what's the ball? Tighten up. Greystone, travel. Let's go.
Off of play action, it's McSorley. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hard. He's coming, double up. Hit it.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He'll rifle this one deep. It got his man complete.
Thanks for the bailout, Madden.
A big play there for Indy. 41 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Sponge. No. Joker.
On 1st down, Michelle pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Orbit. Look at me. Zipper. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
From just shy of midfield, McSorley. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
218, chop it.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Get ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Any weapon. Hey! 55. Hey, get it.
McSorley, 1st and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Derrick Henry.
Are you serious, man?
The 40, 30, the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 79 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience. Yeah. You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Six, pull it high. Mike 54. Rip right, rip right. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54. Watch. You draw corkers. Come on, now. Check. Hey, Haywood. Shoot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Bravo. Go. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Push him back. Push him back. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. A huge play that time for the Colts. 47 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing. Change your location.
And now the ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward.
Hey,
I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball.
Oh, he just walked through tackles there, like unstoppable.
Derrick Henry, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Balls off another tackle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fucking rings.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, foxtrot. Right there.
Out of the shotgun, McSorley. Completes it to Miller. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Buzz. Now. Here we go. Mike.
Throwing is McSorley.
And
his pass is intercepted.
What is that? Bro, look how bad he was doing that
Picked
right.
off inside the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get
Oh
all the
my
way up close to
God,
the
bro.
35.
Look how bad he's beat on that route.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there.
Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf. Come off the ball. Check 43. 22 jet bomber. 55 Mike. Hey, Charlie. Watch the run.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line. The end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. That's good for 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch.
They go play action with Brissett. Dancing to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I know he ain't got it.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And nearly another interception.
He's
They've been around the ball all game.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
All right, man. Cute, man. Appreciate it.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on first and 10.
It's our time. It's our time. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Harold Landry in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Check. Check, check, check.
Brissett now. And this is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it's third down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
I get it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Out of the gun, Brissett. This is caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off.
Lord.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
He got the 150 he can get there.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Here we go. Check 52. 61. Match box. Right. Check your hot read. Go, go. Mike 55. Check Mike, check Mike.
Into the air once more. It's Brissett. That ball caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Funchess. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are in for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Only down 28, man. Only 4 touchdowns, though.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you. So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Slam, 61. Matchbox, right.
A second down run with Lewis. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
49, check 49.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's the backup Mariota. He's got Smith here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Mike 53.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Don't get nervous. Zoom, fellas, let's go. Watch 36. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw.
Oh, my God.
They'll get this one into the hands of Lewis.
That's my fault.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, his second touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Succop, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
All right, let's play around with some other shit.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Can't get out of the cutscene, bro.
Brissett now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Here's Brissett. And that is incomplete.
Man, he's getting bumped 10 yards down the field.
Like down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers.
Man.
Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another
my
nice job
timing
there
is
to
off
force an
because
incompletion.
I can't trust
They've
my
been
players
very
not getting bumped.
cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Crazy, bro.
Check 50, check 50.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 30.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. They'll throw again. Brissett. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Ebron, tight end, is intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Bro, what did they do to this game? This shit is fucking wild, son.
Again, it's Brissett. Funches has it.
He's already on the ground, but he has to get up to the tackle. Gotcha. Okay, Madden.
Made at the Titans 18.
Okay, Madden.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
On first down, Michelle. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
I love this game, man.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On second and 9, Brissett. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Man, he's tired. When I need you, you're tired.
On the march. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw is Brissett. And that would not
didn't even run a route, bro.
So they couldn't hook up as time is now
didn't even run a route, man.
on this third quarter of play. Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the... And he takes it in for a Colts score. Sony Michel, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are in for 6. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Titans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, he had the right idea, but there was no one open downfield, so he climbed the pocket and took off. But what a nice job by the defense to stop him short of the first down.
Pulled in at the 24. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing, Brissett. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Routes?
I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
On 2nd and 10. Brissett being chased out left and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Harold Landry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Come get some. Come on.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that... You know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Hello, superstar linebacker. Let's get it, boys.
Off around the 37. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his numbers of ball carrying. They got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
That one good for 37 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back, they can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with the keeper, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jacoby Brissett, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. If nothing else, now you've put
man.
something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Getting in there to break that one up, Rock Ya-Sin.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
0.
It's caught by Funchess. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will
Oh, my God, bro.
Find that area.
The man is
beat.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Insane.
Got it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Switch, switch, switch. 61, matchbox lights. Get it.
On fourth down, here's McSorley. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while
A booth
ago.
review for what? For what, Madden? Give me a booth review on that fucking fumble from the last game.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Ready. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Let's get it.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete.
Oh,
And he's going to get this all the way down
inside. He's still throwing the post route.
A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.
I got my two
to put up
superstar
that
players.
number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Titans, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Every now and then, sacrifices got to be made, bruh. 200 yards. We got a TFL and a pick. That's all we needed. He's superstar. Thank you. Sucks that I had to drop a game to the fucking Titans, though. Like, my first division loss in the league. 6 TFLs. Let's see all these fucking touchdowns, bro. Oh, there's no replay for this one when he just literally just mossed me in my face. And quick shake, fumble recovery for a touchdown. And Byard for what's up with the replays, bro? Shank. Look at this. Look at this right here. Look at this right here, bro. This is cover 4. This is cover 4 beater, right? Cover 4 beater. That's what happens. Like, what is that? What is this, bro? What? It stops. Stop. Look at that open grass. Look at the safety being carried. That's his user right there. Bro, that's a tutty, man. Oh my gosh. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, we lurked him on this one. Bench coming out of compression. Out and up. That's nice, though. That's nice. I ain't gonna lie. Out and up. Well route. Good shit. 3rd and 20. I think this was the prayer we put up and actually got it. One-on-one with this guy. Mr. Miller. All right, cool. I'll take that. Quick shank for bro. I've been doing 3 picks with this guy. He's using them too. Look at this though. Look at this. I motioned the guy out. I got a linebacker on Ebron. So I just put him on a fade. Why he gets bumped inside. Never seen a linebacker that can play press man coverage out here, bruh. In my life. Put him on a fade because I want you to go outside, bruh. Stress the safety. But in any case, because I put this guy out here, and it's a linebacker on him, I know you got to get it. He's going to get his attention so I can throw this fucking post behind it. Easy money, right? Nah. Here he come. Yoink. Look at this one, though. How many tackles did he break on this play? Let's see. 1. Look at that. Look at that. Look at 52. I click on to try to get a conservative tackle. Nah, we got to dive behind him. Then we get this. He's already on his way to the ground, bro. He's already on his way to the ground, bro. Like, son, this shit is crazy. Let's see him get bumped on this route right here. Look at this. Look at his user. He's going to user Miller with the linebacker. Bump. That's 15 yards down the field. 15 yards down the field. For whatever reason, he comes down. I'm able to get this completion. But son, they gotta take that bumping shit out of the game, bro. Either let him just fucking run into him and do nothing, or call it. Gotta fucking call it, bro. Here comes the 80-yard run. Look at this. Look at this. This is in the backfield, son. Put him in this position so he can get a TFL. How does he get this hand off, bro? How do you get this hand off? All right. But okay. You know, Derrick Henry, big, strong guy. Here's 52, shedding the block. All right. Oh, no. He trips. One-on-one, I click on. Look at this. I click on. User and down. And conservative tackle. You can see him going for the conservative tackle when his arms go out. Look at his arms. Conservative tackle. Nope. 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 And look. Tried to cut him. Tried to cut his legs. What you're supposed to do, bro. Look at some big back. You cut his legs. Madden, make it make sense, please. 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 Look at the win on this route right here. Look at the win. So it's an inside release post, right? Boom. Takes his inside release, goes upfield. Look at that win. Look at this. He's beat. He's beat. The guy that's covering him is fucking 3 yards behind him, bro. Yeah. Then he warps into position. Look at that. Because the ball is thrown. Look at the quarterback. Ball is thrown. This guy warps into position to get this interception, bro. Not only is it an interception, it's a tip ball. He tips to himself. And, yo. You can't make this shit up, man. Like, you cannot make this shit up, son. Wowzers. One-on-one ball, 50-50. I don't know how this is not a touchdown. If he catches the ball and his body is up in the end zone. Well, I guess his knee came down. Ever so short. Alright, cool. Anyways, we get tackled for a loss and then we get a touchdown. And Smith. Out route. Look at this. Shaded outside. Grant Delpit is. Shaded outside. It's Jonnu Smith, who has like fucking 52 route running. And just runs a simple out pattern, but he takes his first step inside. Like, but yet, every time he played man on me, his guys was jumping routes, bro. Like, god damn, son. play is broken. Freaky. User right here. Go here and run slants at the end of the game. Cool. One time somebody separated versus man coverage. Tough nuggies, man.